Thanks for staying with us. Well, just recently, the World Health Organization announced recognition of burnout as a diagnosable mental health condition. Well, licensed pastoral counselor Dr. James Stillwell is with us today to discuss how to know if you are experiencing the symptoms of burnout. Dr. Stillwell, always great to have you.
Good to be here.
And
Thank
we
you.
laugh because we all know burnout.
Yes.
Very well.
It's easier to laugh than to cry.
And now it's finally being recognized too as a mental condition,
Worldwide.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
how do you describe burnout? What is the actual definition of the word?
Well, I think it's a combination of the physical, the emotional, and the work-related. So physically you're getting symptoms, maybe it is work-related mostly, but there's got a lot of stuff going on in your life, and so you're getting symptoms that you don't like, such as migraines perhaps, or pain in your body.
Yes.
You're constantly using terms like it's a pain in the neck or pain in the rear, you know, because it literally, you're taking it in. Emotional symptoms, you may find yourself crying. I mean, it's similar to depression and grief in some ways. And sometimes it can include those things, and so it's all really interesting. But when the work-related part, when you find yourself no longer having that passion for your work, and it's just drudgery.
okay,
Is
so
anxiety involved
Yeah.
as well?
Yeah, you may be kind of frozen by anxiety to certain parts of your work.
how does it differ from stress then? I know, especially with the symptoms that you're talking
Well,
about.
it's really interesting because I think your life is surrounded by stress, perhaps, and it's all coming at you. Stress I see as outside sources. Burnout being more of what's happening inside
It's
you.
internal.
How you respond to stress. Some people can respond to stress much more easily than others. They've got a lot more inner strength and perspective.
Well, are there different degrees of burnout? Because I think at some point we all experience burnout every week. But then when it builds up, you know, to bigger levels, I think that's when we start to feel, like you said, those pain in the necks and those migraines.
Yeah, so I think you go to your supervisor, and if it's just a small kind of thing, if it's just temporary, if it's not that severe, then there can be a less severe thing you can do about it, such as take a little time off, come in a little later, leave a little earlier, you know. And some of the bad things you might be doing, maybe drinking too much or sleeping too little, address those things.
Sleep, what is that?
Right,
Wow,
what is
sleep?
We don't get much of that around here. So I mean, the symptoms are, you know, you can feel burnout, but you don't necessarily show it. We were talking about that on the break. I mean, a lot of people are feeling burnout, but their jobs don't allow them to actually express that in any way. Is that healthy? Is that not healthy?
I think it's the less that your life corresponds with the way that you actually feel is the degree of unhealth I think that you have.
Yeah.
And so you need to find a place to talk. Somebody you can be real with, be authentic with, get this all out, get an objective point of view, talk to a friend, a counselor, somebody who can be objective, can help you out. So you can reframe this so work doesn't have to be all consuming. And it can, and so that you've got, because you're probably getting a little cynical about work.
I was just about to say that.
Making fun of it. You don't feel like
And a
you're
little irritable.
irritable at everybody for everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't feel like you're making a difference. So you need to talk this through with somebody who can help you look at a bigger picture, start to have better boundaries, things like that.
Because does it make you feel like you're not yourself, and that's not the person you are?
Right.
But it's just so overwhelming.
the situation.
That's coming
It is.
out in ways you don't want it to.
And you know what? You become negative too. That's the type of person you become this negative person. You don't want to be that.
I don't like the
you know?
person I'm becoming,
Right.
so
Right.
I need to do something about it.
Right.
So what do we do?
Yeah.
Well, you reach out.
Please tell.
You reach out and you talk
And
about
talk
it with
to people,
somebody,
yeah.
and then you reframe your job, you reorganize your life, you reprogram your life so that it doesn't look that way anymore. You take back the power that you have to
Good words.
design your own life. You don't have to burn out.
I love that.
I do
Take back the
too.
power.
Yeah.
Good
I
advice
like
to
it
end
too.
on, Dr. Stillwell. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
I'm sure this is a subject everybody needs to talk about at some point in their life. How do
Yes.
they get a hold of you?
Okay, drjamesstillwell.com is the website, and my phone number, my email address are on there.
Perfect. Well, thank you
Awesome.
very much.
Thank you.
Get a hold of them because none of us want to lose that power, right? We want
That's
it
right.
back.
Yeah.
Yes.